What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video I am back in the world of Brindleton Bay, my all-time favorite world. I don't know what's up with this world, but it's just so ridiculously pretty and I want to move here. To be honest, I would love to live in a place like this. I just think that it's so peaceful and so pretty. So yeah, I was really excited to be back in Brindleton Bay and build a cutesy little house. So I decided to build something for a couple of grandparents because for some reason I'm building in the more like downtown area of Brindleton Bay where the vet clinic is by default and where the dog park is and stuff. So the more like dog oriented area of Brindleton Bay, if that makes sense. And for some reason, this part of the world screams grandparents for some reason. I don't know why that is. It's just my mind automatically goes there whenever I think of this world of Brindleton Bay because, well, I actually don't know why. It's probably because it's so like peaceful and quiet and yeah, honestly, that's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, my mind automatically associates this part of Brindleton Bay with grandparents. So I wanted to build a cutesy little house for a couple of grandparents. So that's what I did. This is a little bungalow, even though it does have like that dormer on the facade of the house, as you can see, but it's not actually accessible. Like there is no second floor or anything. So I decided that I could still call this house a bungalow, which is what I did. So yeah, I just built this tiny cutesy little bungalow for a couple of grandparents. It has a nice little garage space as well, which I turned into an actual garage. The car is not parked in the garage though, but it is like a skill building area with like the woodworking table and laundry machines and a couple bikes parked there and also an exercise machine if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I was thinking that the grandparents that are living here, the elderly couple, they're very active. They like to go on walks. I think I also put items for a pet in here, but I think I put items for a cat and not for a dog, which obviously you could also have a dog for the Sims that live here. Like it doesn't really matter, but I did, because it's in Brindleton Bay, I did want to make sure to place at least a couple of pet items so you can have a pet. So yeah, I decided to go with a cat for this one. And I placed a cat tree and a litter box on the back porch, which I think I actually forgot at first, but then I quickly placed it. So it's not in the speed build, but as always, I'll show you the house in the game in real time after the speed build. So then I'll make sure to show you that I did include an actual litter box. But yeah, as you can see, the house is really small. It's nothing fancy, nothing major, just really cutesy and basic. And it only has one bedroom. So I don't know if the parents or if these grandparents have like grandkids coming over, that's all possible, but they can't really spend the night here. But I figured, I was just kind of thinking that the family for these grandparents, like their family all live in Brindleton Bay. So they're very close by, easy to visit. They can just come by for a day and then spend the night at their own house. That's kind of what I was thinking. So I figured I didn't really need an extra bedroom for this house. However, if you do want to play with this house for in your own gameplay with a family with more than 2 Sims, for example, you can obviously turn the garage into an extra bedroom very, very easily. And then that would be a quite nice and spacious bedroom as well. So you could have like maybe 2 kids live in that bedroom, or you could make it into the master bedroom and give the kid a smaller bedroom or whatever. You can just basically do whatever. But I just felt the need to explain to you that this is only a 1-bedroom house, but it could easily be turned into a 2-bedroom house if you needed to. But yeah, you can really see the outside of the house come together. I was using medium wall height because I was playing around with platforms to create the illusion of like split leveling on the outside of the house. So you can see that the front door is actually a couple steps up, but the garage is actually leveled with the floor, if that makes any sense, with the ground. So yeah, there is a little bit of split leveling going on. So I decided to use medium wall height because that gives you a little bit more like space to play around with platforms, and also doesn't make the house too small and doesn't make the ceilings look too low on the inside of the house, if that makes sense. So yeah, I used medium wall height, and that gave me the opportunity to actually use that beautiful window from Laundry Day that you can see at the front of the house as well right there. I was so happy that I was able to use that window. I feel like I always explain that whenever I do use that window because yeah, I don't know. I just think it's so pretty, but it's a medium wall height window, and I don't use medium wall height all that often. So whenever I do, and it suits the style of the house, I always make sure to place that window because I just think it's so pretty and beautiful. I was just trying to say beautiful and pretty at the same time, so that didn't really work out. Yeah, my mind is a little bit fuzzy, by the way, so if this voiceover is a little bit scattered, I'm sorry. I had to go to the hospital this morning. Nothing major, nothing big, nothing terrible going on, but I needed to get something done. It was quick, it was easy. But because of that, I still feel a little bit fuzzy. Yeah, it's all right. I will be fine. And I really want to sit down and relax and have fun. So that's why I decided to do this voiceover anyway. So yeah, if I look or sound a little bit out of it or a little bit fuzzy or a little bit weird, I don't know. It's because I had to go to the hospital. Nothing terrible. I'm okay. Like there's nothing going on. It's just how I feel right now at this very moment. So I hope that's okay, but I just felt the need to quickly explain that to you guys. By the way, my cat still hasn't made a cameo, and we're like 7 minutes into the voiceover already. I think she's sleeping on the couch. Yeah, she's sleeping on the couch behind me. She had the craziest zoomies like an hour ago. She was going nuts. She was running in circles through the apartment. She was going crazy. She was attacking my feet, which is a new habit or a new thing that she's developed. Whenever she's extremely playful, she will just attack my feet. I was sitting on the couch minding my own business. She attacked my feet. And she's growing also like crazy. So she is getting heavier by the day, which makes it a little bit less fun when she attacks your feet or your legs or she jumps on you. Like she's starting to become quite heavy. We went to the vet clinic yesterday to get her basically her second round of vaccinations. So now she has all her kitten vaccinations and she's good to go. But yeah, we went to the vet clinic yesterday morning, and she had gotten so much heavier over like a period of like 3 weeks. So yeah, she's growing like crazy. She's very healthy and very playful and stuff. But yeah, she is going crazy sometimes. And yeah, that's getting worse, even though it's not a bad thing. But yeah, she's definitely going a little bit crazy from time to time. So it's time for her to almost go outside, I feel like. So I think this weekend I'm going to just take her outside, and obviously I'll be with her. I'll have her on like a little leash thing. I don't really know what to call that, but so that she doesn't run away because she hasn't been outside yet. Yeah, I just want to make sure that she kind of gets to know the area and gets to know the sounds and the smells and everything. So yeah, I think I might do that tomorrow, which I'm really excited for that. And I'm excited to see how that goes as well. But yeah, that's it for my cat. Maybe she'll make a little cameo and jump on my lap later. We'll see. But you can see that we have moved on to the inside of the house, and I was having so much fun with this kitchen. I think that especially the backsplash makes it so cutesy and grandparents vibes, at least for me. I don't know why. It's just something with the backsplash combined with the gray countertops. I also really like that little island section that I created, but sadly I had to get rid of that later on because I didn't really have the space for a dining table anymore after like placing down or figuring out the layout for the living area and stuff. So yeah, I didn't have the space for a dining table anymore, which was quite sad. So I tried to figure it out without getting rid of the island counters, but it just wouldn't work. So unfortunately, I did have to get rid of the island counters in the end, but they're there for now. I could have maybe deleted the shelving unit or something by the front door because as you can see, there is a lot of like storage space and like places to hang coats and just store stuff in general. It's maybe a little bit excessive, but I just really like the way that it looked. I really wanted there to be like a nice entryway with storage space, and yeah, that's what I created, and it takes up most of like the entryway area, but I like the way it looks, so I just decided to keep it that way and yeah, just get rid of the island counter to be able to place an actual dining table. But I was having so much fun cluttering up the shelving unit and that little end table that I connected to it, if that makes sense. They're items from Laundry Day, if I'm not mistaken, which the items from Laundry Day and the kitchen counters from Parenthood were perfect for this house. I had so much fun using all those items. And I also used the wallpaper from Paranormal Stuff, which I'm still not over that wallpaper. I think it's so pretty. It's so ridiculously nice. And I used it in the white and the gray for this house because I really wanted this house to be very, light and bright and just fresh for the color scheme. So the colors for this house are actually on the cool tone side, if that makes sense. I'm trying to phrase things. Like I said before, my brain is not really working, so I really have to pause and think through like what I'm trying to say. It's really annoying. But yeah, you can see that the color scheme for this house is very cool toned and very neutral as well, which I don't know, I liked it for this house. It was really fresh and nice. And here you can see that I was trying to make the couch and chairs from Paranormal Stuff work because I thought that they were really nice for this house, but then I decided that I wanted something more grandparent-y, if that makes sense. So I went for the couch and the chair from Cats and Dogs, which whenever I do build something for grandparents, I usually go for those furniture items, but they're just so perfect and cozy. And yeah, they suit this house perfectly. So yeah, I quickly created a little living area, and this is where I decided that I wanted these grandparents to have a cat. So I quickly put down a food bowl and a scratching pole next to the front door. And yeah, just the overall color scheme, like I said before, for this house is very bright and neutral and light. And I did make sure to hang up a couple of like catchy like artwork pieces on the wall that really catch your eye, because the color scheme is very toned down. There is not a whole lot going on. So I I just decided to place a couple of very like eye-catching artwork pieces to put on the wall that also really go hand in hand with Brindleton Bay. I think that the artwork pieces that I put on the wall are actually from Cats and Dogs. So naturally, they really go with Brindleton Bay and the whole aesthetic of the world and of this house. But yeah, I just feel like that. I feel like the elderly Sims that live here, they have lived in Brindleton Bay all their lives. They grew up here. They have always lived here, and they started their own family here. Their kids grew up here. So yeah, they're really like that, that type of family that have lived in Brindleton Bay since forever, if that makes sense. So yeah, they are really connected with this world and with this area, and they're really into pets. They really like cats and dogs, and yeah, they have a couple of pets of their own as well. And here you can see that I was trying to fit in a cat tree somewhere, but it wasn't really working out. It was just a little bit too chunky, a little bit too big for my liking. So I just placed down a cutesy little cat bat for the cat, obviously, and then in that little windowsill, I created a nice green corner with a lot of plants, if that makes sense. Because I also figured that the grandparents that live here, they really enjoy plants. They really enjoy gardening, taking care of plants, basically just taking care of anything. They like taking care of plants. They like taking care of animals. And if we did have a farming pack of some sort for The Sims, this would definitely be the household where I would include chickens or like goats, like that type of thing, which we don't have, unfortunately, in The Sims 4. But this would definitely be the type of family that I would include that with. But sadly, we don't have that, which I wish we did, actually. I think it'd be so much fun to have an actual farming pack. And I don't really know if I would want horses. I think horses would be amazing, but I've never really played The Sims 3, or I just have literally never played The Sims 3, which I know it's crazy. It's a story for a different time. But I also never played with horses, obviously, in The Sims 3, so I don't know what that was like. And I really like horses. I actually used to have a horse myself when I was little. But for The Sims, I don't really know. I think it'd be cool, but I would be more so interested in a farming pack with more like little animals, because I feel like if we were to get horses, that would probably be like the main thing in that pack. Like, I don't think they would give us like horses in addition to other animals. Like, it would probably just be horses. Whereas if they created smaller animals like chickens, for example, maybe they would give us more animals. Like, maybe they would give us chickens and sheep or something like that. I don't know why I think that way, but maybe for some reason that makes sense to me. So I would rather have a couple of like more like smaller animals in the game than one bigger animal, if that makes any sense. I don't actually even remember why I'm talking about this right now, but yeah, that is definitely something that I would think would be really fun for The Sims. But then again, I think I also really want a Generations family or a Generations pack, because once again, I never played The Sims 3, so I don't know what Generations was like in The Sims 3. But from what I've heard, it was really, really good. Like, it was pretty much everyone's favorite pack from what I've heard. So I don't know if that's true, but yeah. And it just sounds like a lot of fun, and it just definitely sounds like something right up my alley, because I am definitely that like family gameplay simmer whenever I do play The Sims, which I don't play it very often. Which, by the way, something that's crazy, I actually played the game like yesterday. I was playing off camera just for my own like free time. I was playing the game, and I have been playing this family for a long time, and I'm actually on Gen 4 right now, which is crazy because I usually get bored of a family after one generation, but for some reason I am still sticking with this family, and I'm really proud of that. So I don't know, I just felt the need to tell you that, which let me know, are you more of a player or are you more of a builder? Which building is playing, but I mean, do you do gameplay or do you do building more? Let me know, because I'm really interested in that. But yeah, you can see that we are actually moving on to the backyard already, which I was struggling with a little bit. I didn't know how to make this cozy and just inviting, but I tried and I think I succeeded. I think it turned out pretty cute. So I just placed down a dining table because I did figure that in the summer, the grandparents would probably have a lot of family coming over, their kids, their grandkids, and maybe they want to use their backyard because it's so big to like play with the animals and just run around and grill up some food, have a little dinner party. I don't know. I just felt like this backyard would be perfect for that because it's very, very spacious. And you would also definitely have the space, like if you would decide to have a dog in this house, you definitely do have the space for those, oh my gosh, what are those items called? Basically those items that you can train your dog with, like those parkour items. I honestly have no clue what they're called, but I'm pretty sure that if you have cats and dogs, you know what I mean. But you can see that there would be a lot of space for that in this backyard as well. But I just decided to place some planter boxes so that the Sims can do some gardening, and the flower arranging table as well, and the beehive. which I think is really, really cute. So there is a lot of outdoor activities for this house as well. And then I just did a little bit of extra landscaping to make it look a little bit more interesting back here because, like I said, I was struggling a little bit for some reason with this backyard. But I do think that it turned out pretty nicely. You would also definitely have the space for like the jungle bars or a swing set or something like that. And then I'm just quickly decorating the front porch with obviously a rocking chair because it's iconic for grandparents to have a rocking chair on their front porch, in my opinion at least. So that's what I did, but that's actually it. So let's hop on into the game. So here we have the house in the game. And I just think that the house with like this little plaza in front of it with the little benches where you can sit, I just think it's so cute and it screams grandparents to me, like I said before. And then the dog park is right there. So it's just such a cute little place to live and to go for a walk. I don't know. I really also like the facade of the house with the car right there. And obviously the rocking chair, which is very, very grandparents-like. And then when you walk through the front door, you have this entryway with a lot of storage space, which I think is really fun. And then you walk right into the kitchen right here. Sadly, no island counters anymore, but there is a very cozy dining table, which is also a very handy and usable. This is where the living room is situated. Nothing crazy, nothing too fancy, but still very cozy in my opinion at least. And then right here we have some like plants in the windowsill, which I think is very cute as well. Just a nice little storage space unit, shelving unit right there as well. Then when you walk through here, this is where the garage is situated. It's a very nice little skill building area in my opinion. We have the woodworking table and then obviously also some laundry right here and also some plants clipping through the wall. Don't mind that. We're just gonna pretend that we didn't see that. Then here we have a couple of bikes and then a fitness item right here as well. Then over here we have a very small, very basic bathroom with a shower tub combination. So there is a bathtub in here as well if you wanted to have a toddler in this house. A very basic bathroom with all the necessities. And then right here we have the very small, very cramped, but usable bedroom. The bed is accessible from both sides, so there's not a lot of space there. And then there is a very tiny dresser right here as well. And then that's actually everything I could fit in the very small bedroom right there. But here we have the kitty litter box that I actually forgot to place down in the first place, but I quickly remembered to put one down, so that's what I did, and it's right there next to the outdoor bin. And then we have a grill right here, a dining table, and just a nice area to sit and hang out and relax, as well as some planter boxes so your Sims can do some gardening and do some flower arranging right here. But yeah, that's actually already it for this house. The gallery is struggling to load right now. I don't know what's up with that, but the house comes in at 65,636 simoleons. So it's quite expensive, but not too expensive, but also definitely not a starter home. So you're gonna have to save up for that. I hope that's okay with you guys. But that's actually already it for this build. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. You can definitely go ahead and download the house off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and click that little bell icon if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all in my next build. Bye!